Hey guys, happy Friday. A big Fed cut occurred last week, and I had listed previously, there was 2 or 3 different ways it could go, and honestly, you don't hear any right now, but I often have crows out here, and I feel like I could eat a little bit of crow right now. The reason I say that is just because interest rates are higher right now than they were a week ago. And I didn't see that coming. They're not tremendously higher. They're about 1/8 of a point to maybe 1/4 of a point in some, depending upon the circumstances. But they are higher, and that was not on the radar. Now, there's good news, and so part of the good news is I'm going to share this chart here, and you can see that there's a trend. This is the 10-year Treasury, and you can see going all the way back to the beginning of July, all the way down through where we are today. It kind of moves up and down within that trend. And so we're still seeing it going downward, which as that comes downward, that kind of gives you an idea of what's happening with mortgage rates. And so the good news is I still think we're going to have lower rates here, and they will continue to, as long as they stay in that channel, give us better rates as we go forward. Now, with all that, we do have to look at why that's happening and what is the focus. Today, the CPE came out, and it was good as far as inflationary news is concerned, and yet we really didn't get too much of an improvement today. We got a very moderate, very small one, but nothing significant. And so why is that? Well, for a long time we were focused on inflation, but going back now for really at least the last 3 months, and even before that, but especially the last 3 months, the focus has really become on jobs and on unemployment or employment in general. And that, if we look at that chart I just showed you with the trend, you can see actually the beginning of it was that July, it was July 3rd, which is when the non-farm payroll report came out talking about the jobs from June. They were lower and worse than expected, and unemployment ticked up a little bit. Same thing happened in August. Same thing happened at the beginning of September. So now what's on deck? Well, next Friday, October 4th, is the jobs report that'll be coming out for September. That is something that if we see even a little bit worse number than what's expected, it's going to help propel us forward and give us better rates, because that's where the focus is at. And especially if unemployment ticks up even higher on the next report. So that's what we're going to be looking for. I would just say that if we're looking to close somewhere in the next 2 weeks or so, we're probably locking, unless there's enough appetite and desire to wait through next week and let us get to that jobs report, because I think that could help us. And so depending on the time frame, that's something that we may consider. Going out beyond the next 2 weeks or longer, there's really no rush to lock right now. I mean, the trend again is favorable, and I think we'll continue to see rates get better. And so we'll keep you posted. I hope that this helps. I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks so much.